Good morning, everybody. Mike Vacchi, Princetontrader.com, here with your Thursday morning pre-market webcast. Okay, daily chart, and we talked about daily mid-band. Does it want to be support? Does it want to be resistance? I mean, I think it's pretty clear at this point, absent some news or something that's really gonna shake things up, the daily mid-band wants to be support. What we've seen today versus the last couple of days here, and here is that the 9-day may want to be support as well. So it spent the earlier part of the week trying to figure out between the daily mid-band and the monthly pivot if that wanted to be support or resistance. It's made for, frankly, kind of a bumpy ride. We put out a long risk marker yesterday afternoon, not at the close, but pretty darn close, of 28.86, and that has seen us through the night into the morning. It's come back, it's kicked around a little bit, but now it's pushed away, and we traded as high as 2900 quarter this morning. So we're letting some longs work from there. Yesterday was a bumpy ride, and then the mornings have been tough. Ended up being about an 8-handle day, 7.5. Which was fine, but that's what happens when you're going to kick around these inflection points. So you got the daily mid-band now at 81. We're trading as high as 2900 quarter. So today becomes about that round number 2900. What's happening with the round number 2900? Is it going to stall things? Is it going to be support? Can they push past it? If they can push over the roundie, then there's a lot of potential to go do new all-time highs. Maybe not today, maybe tomorrow, you get into that bleed up mode. One of the big keys for me, let's go to the hourly chart, has been this 93, 94, 95 area. It has been a problem, not just this week, but stretching back into last week. Here, 95 high, 93 high, 93, 95 quarter, 95 quarter, you get it, right? This is the first time we've really pushed beyond that since we came down and tested that area as resistance back on September the 5th. So last Wednesday. Now we see, zoom in here a bit, if we can push up and through 2900 and make some noise. So we talked yesterday, daily pivot equaled weekly pivot, should print, it did. They tried to push it down below. I think they caught people leaning down there. Then they ripped it up. Really, they ripped it up to 95. They brought it right back down. They made this higher low, which was important, and they took it up and kind of flattened it off into the close. What we have seen during the course of Globex is confirming that weekly pivot is converted. So that was the other question we had. Is weekly pivot converted? Yes, now it is. We had to go up, down, fight over it all day, come back and kind of do a really shallow retest, 88 versus 84 last night. 84.75 versus 83.5. But now it's pushed off. So I think the weekly pivot is converted to support. The daily midband is converted to support. That's up at 81 this morning. So now we see, is this 93 to 95 area going to be support now? The old technical analysis concept of resistance becomes support. If they can build that, if we get a retest of 95 off the open today, and I think that's pretty reasonable. I think 93 to 95 is going to get a look at some point this morning. If that's a dip that is then bought and you start making higher highs, you're going to have short-term bears start throwing in the towel, and then you get the bleed up. So we'll see how that plays out. Everybody have a fantastic day. Yesterday was nuts. I will be out on social today. We'll get some other videos up, etc. I will catch everybody then. And until then, trade them well. Follow us over on Twitter, Instagram, and Snapchat at Princeton Trader. Check us out on Facebook and join us for a free trial at www.princetontrader.com. Trade them well.